Hello students, in this video we will discuss different other kinds of charts and graphs that we can draw in using the Python. I have already told you how to draw a line chart in the previous video. Now we should go ahead and understand how to draw a scatter chart. A scatter chart is very much like a line chart. The difference is that the data points are not linked through a line. So this is the basic difference between the scatter chart and the line chart. In line chart, data points are connected through a line, but in a scatter chart they are spread over a area. So this is the introduction of a scatter chart. This chart shows relationship between two different variables, one along the x-axis and other along the y-axis. The data visualization is done as a collection of points not connected by lines, as I previously told you that these points are not connected through a line, and this type of chart is called scatter chart. So how to draw this chart in Python? Take an example. Import matplotlib.pyplot as pt. You are very much aware of this line now, that this is the import statement which import pyplot from the matplotlib module, and we assign it a short name, or you can say alias name pt. So in the future code we will use this whole import as pt. Suppose we want to create how many students are there who obtain 10 marks, 20 marks, 30, 40 or 50 marks in an exam. So we have created a list having the name marks, another list having the number of students, and this first list will work as the x-axis values, and this list will work as the coordinates of other axis. To draw a scatter chart, we have scatter function pt.scatter, x-axis coordinates, y-axis coordinate, color is blue. We have already discussed you can write full color name or you can use the color code as well. Marker is x means cross, just like these cross. You can also use other marker values as S for square, O for circle. This is a caret sign on the 6 number key. When you press the 6 number key with shift, you will get this sign. This is the small v for triangle downward, D for diamond, P for pentagon, H for hexagon. We have used this cross, or you can say small x for cross point representation. Plus is used for plus sign. So come to the point over here. pt.x label marks, pt.y label number of students, x label, you know, it will define the heading of the x-axis, what x-axis is representing. Second, y label number of student, pt.title performance, and pt.show is the statement that will display the chart as the output of this code. So the only difference you notice that in line chart you write pt.plot x-axis y-axis. To create a scatter chart you use pt.scatter function. So the output of this should look like this. So this is a scatter chart having marks on x-axis, number of student on y-axis. You can see that when x-axis is 10, y-axis is 15. So 10 and 15. So this is the data point, and similarly other data points. This is the scatter chart. I think you understand it very well. So let's move to the second type of chart, that is bar chart. It is very familiar to you that it is a representation of data as bar. These bars can be vertical like this or horizontal like this. So in this section I will explain you how will you create both of these charts. First of all, take this vertical bar chart, how to create this. A bar chart represents data with a rectangular bars, as I already told you, when we want to compare a given data on different categories. So for this we have bar function for vertical creation of bar. X value, Y value, width. Width means this thing. Color, you can assign the color code. And align. Align means this bar should be aligned as to this point like this, left align, or like this, right align, or like this, center align. You can see this is the point and this bar is centrally aligned to the point. So this is center align, which is by default. You can make this bar left align or even right align. Okay, so let's take an example and discuss how to draw a bar graph in Python. Import matplotlib.pyplot as pt, as explained previously in the case of a scatter chart. X-axis coordinate, a list of x-axis coordinate. What is this? This is class number: 6th class, 7th class, 8th class, 9th class, 10th class, 11th class, and 12th class. And n student is a list containing number of students in that class. For example, 50 students are there in 6th class, 60 students are there in 7th class, 60 students are there in 8th class, and so on. Now let's draw these value on the axis. pt dot bar, x-axis coordinates, y-axis coordinate. Align is equal to center, as I previously told you that this is a bar which is central aligns to the data. Color is equal to blue, color of the bar, and label is equal to student. So if you show the legend, then the legend will show that this is students. This represents students. Bar represents students. Okay. So next are very familiar code for you: X label class, y-axis student, and title class wise report. You can see. Next, pt dot legend, then it will show the legend, and pt dot show will draw the actual graph on the screen. This is legend. You know, we have already discussed in previous video that this is legend that represent what these bar represent on the axis. So this is the output of the code that we have just written over here. Classes are represented on x-axis and number of students are represented on y-axis. These are the bars that represent the value. Let's take an example. For example, in 6th class we have 50 students. So in 6th class we have 50 students and this bar is central aligned. Okay. to align the bar left aligned, you write align is equal to h. For example, you need to change over here, align is equal to h. This will align the bar on the right side of the data like this. Okay, and if you want to align the data left, then negative width should be given, means align is equal to age, comma, width is equal to minus 0.8. This will align the bars left to the data point. Okay, now move to the further point that if you want to draw a horizontal bars on the bar graph, then it is very easy to change the this program into this one by just changing the function bar. If you change this function from bar to bar h, and all the arguments will be same, then it will draw the bar like that. Bar h means bar horizontally bar graph. So it means to draw, if you want to draw a bar graph horizontally, you need to change only one statement in the above code, pt dot, in place of pt dot bar you will write pt dot bar h to draw the bar graph horizontally, and rest of the argument will be same. Okay, so I think this will also clear to you. Now we are moving to the next kind of chart, and that is histogram. Histogram is another type of chart looking just like a bar graph, as we previously understand how to draw a bar chart, but there is a slight difference between the bar chart and histogram is that there is no gap between the bars, the first thing, and second thing, it is used to represent the data which are in continuous groups. Okay, so this is the difference between histogram and bar chart. Let's understand the description of it. It is also called frequency distribution chart and is used to represent the frequency of various values in a data set using bars having no gaps. This is important, no gaps among them. It is used to summarize data. It tells how many observations fall in the various ranges of value. The one thing, in mathematics you have created things like this: 0 to 10 group, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50, 50 to 60. So these ranges have some frequency, how many values are come into these groups individually. This can be represented using the histogram, and these ranges are called bins in Python. Okay, so let's move to the next definition. The ranges in which we group the data are called bins. So these are the example of bins. When you write the definition of bins in your copy, so write down this as the example. Let's take an example. Import matplotlib.pyplot as pt. No need to explain this statement. Data means the frequency. Okay, 5, 25, 15, 48 and 36. And 20, 50, 15, 35 and 50 are the width. Width in the histogram is this value. How much on y-axis you want to go. And this data is value of x-axis. And this bin is only used to divide equally x-axis into groups called bins. So this is bins, this is value of y-axis, and this is width. Okay, so let's take this example further. To plot a histogram, we have hist function, pt.hist data means value on x-axis. Weights is equal to w. The w is the list we have created for the y-axis, and bins are the horizontal distribution of x-axis. Okay, age color is black. This color you want to change, so this is in black color. X dot label value, Y label frequency, and title is histogram. You can see over here. pt.show will draw this histogram. So in this histogram, if you take the example, this example, data is 5 in 10 to 20. Okay, width is 20. So this will create a graph like that. Width is 20 in the bin 0 to 10. Width will, and this represent that here the value is 5. So this 5 value comes into 0 to 10 group. 15 has the width 15 also. So the value is 15 for x and width 15 for y-axis. Next, 20 to 30 we have 25, and for 25 the width is 50. So you can see width is 50 in case of value 25. The next is 36. 36 will come into here. 36, and for 36 you have width as 50. This is the width. For next value 48 will come into this category, 40 to 50, 48, and for this value you have width as 35. Okay, so this is how values, width and bins, these three things make the histogram. I will send you the images of these papers so that you can make notes of them into your fair copy, and I will also send the actual histogram, scatter graph and bar graph vertically and horizontally by typing them onto the computer and also providing you the output of the same. Thank you. Students, in the previous week I have taken an IP test and provided you the solution as well, but only the two students, Saransh and Dhruv, provided me the marks obtained by them in that exam. All of other IP students are again requested to send their marks. IP marks to my number so that I can make record of them for future reference. Thank you.